Hello! Today we've received a portable gaming console from Anbernic, specifically the RG405V model. It comes in this white box. On the front we see the device itself. I have the 128GB version, but when ordering you can also choose the 64GB version. Let's not drag this video out, let's open the box and see what we get in the package. Right away we're greeted by the portable console itself. Let's set it aside for now and check what else we have under this compartment. Here we have two wipes for installing the screen protector itself, a charging cable, USB to USB-C, and a user manual. Now let's take the console out of the bag and have a look at it. This is how it looks. It came in a transparent case, but other options are available, such as a wooden case or just a white one. The RG405V is the second console in the RG405 series, following the RG405M model, which was released almost half a year ago. The RG45V is a monoblock with vertical controls relative to the screen, unlike the horizontal layout on the RG405M with nearly identical internals. Of course, we have a D-pad, A, B, X, Y buttons, a home button, a back button, two sticks, select and start buttons. On the back we have 4 triggers, and under this grill there's a cooling fan. At the bottom we have a headphone jack. On the left side there's a SIM card slot and a physical button that will handle certain functions. At the top there's a USB-C charging port and a radiator grill, and on the right side we have the power button and volume rockers. The RG405V is a wide device with a curved front shell and aggressive sharp plastic grips on the back with no rubber texture, which would have been nice. Because of its size, I'll admit it's very comfortable and all of the buttons are located naturally. Even the shoulder buttons are somewhat comfortable. But I would have liked to see flared variants, with analog technology like the Retroid Pocket 2S. I say this because the device itself isn't pocketable, it's too big for that unless you're rocking jeans from the 80s, so they don't need to focus on slimlined shoulder buttons. They should have gone all out with big nostalgic shoulder buttons. I should also mention that the shoulder buttons are quite sensitive and sit very close to the contacts, so I found myself mispressing them more often than I would like, especially when playing aggressive, fast-paced button mashing games. Let's try turning on our gaming console. For that we need to hold the power button, holding it now, and here it's powering on. As for the dimensions, the RG405V is larger than its predecessor. Its size is 145mm by 105mm by 35mm, and it weighs 282 gram. Thanks to this, they managed to fit a 5500mAh battery inside, which is 1000mAh more than the RG405. According to a UN Bern representative, owners of the new device can expect up to 9 hours of battery life, which is 2 hours more than the RG405. That's a pretty nice bonus for just 22 Gs of extra weight. Looks like the system has booted up. Let's go into the settings and see what's listed under About Phone. The model version is RG45V, RAM is 4GB, Android version is 12, and the build number is 1.23. Alright, let's see what else we have here. For security and privacy, you can set a password, swipe, pattern, pin, password, and so on. Pretty much like any regular Android device. My version has 128GB of storage, but when ordering, you can choose the 64GB version. There's also Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You can open the quick settings panel from the top to toggle Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, auto-rotate, sleep mode, or gaming mode. Now, when we open the panel, it switches into gaming mode. Of course, you can turn all of this off. You can also control the processor's performance and turn the fan on or off automatically or manually. I've turned it on now and it's working. Cold air is coming out of the device. I brought the console closer to the microphone so you could hear the fan noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but the fan is quite quiet. This is the minimum speed, but you can set it to maximum. Let's listen to the noise level at max. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but yeah, the fan is now slightly noisier. You also have options like Do Not Disturb, Alarms, Airplane Mode, Streaming, Recording, and Dark Mode. Let's also check out the speaker quality. The speaker is decent. Like most budget smartphones, it works fine. We have the Chrome browser, Files, Google Photos, other built-in apps, and the Play Store. You can listen to music or even watch videos. Now let's switch to gaming mode. We're turning it on and checking out the available modes. We see emulators for Capcom, SP3, MIM, Nintendo GBC, Dreamcast, Neo Geo Pocket, WonderSwan, Sony PS2, Final B, Alpha FPN, JBA, Sony PSP, Nintendo NDS, Nintendo Wii, GameCube, and more. And that's only halfway. Let's scroll to the left. Here we see Sega, SSX, PSX, CPC2, Sense, Neo GB, MD, CPC1, PSC, SMS, and NES. Let's select one of these modes and we can choose from various games. There are tons of games here, just look at the amount. We even have a Spider-Man game here. By the way, I figured out what that button is for. It switches to gaming mode, and you can exit to the regular mode as well. I have lost count of how many handhelds I have reviewed, that use the T618 chipset. It's becoming a very popular and affordable piece to use, and has a very obvious cutoff when it comes to emulation. The RG405V can emulate a wide range of retro consoles including GameCube, Dreamcast, PSP, Game Boy, Nintendo 64, and a handful of PS2 games. But just a handful. Many of your best PS2 games won't work well on here, and those that do are typically the smaller PS2 games that require little power, and needs a lot of tweaking within the settings to get it running well. I also want to mention that the device has a built-in 6-axis gyroscope. Its main function is to help in sports games. It ensures stability and control, especially in racing games. Additionally, there are 2-hole joysticks, which are more sensitive and smoother during gameplay. The console supports Moonlight streaming, which allows you to stream games from the console to a PC. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. You can buy it via the link in the description. Good luck to everyone and goodbye. Ciao!